Did Senate President Chiz Escudero's decision to release Ambassador Markus Lacanilao expose deeper political rifts? That's the question gripping the nation after a dramatic turn of events in the Philippine Senate. Recently, Senator Imee Marcos, chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Relations, moved to cite Lacanilao in contempt during a hearing about the controversial transfer of former President Rodrigo Duterte to the International Criminal Court. She was backed by Senator Ronald Bato Dela Rosa, who accused the ambassador of evading questions critical to the investigation. Marcos insisted that the Senate must not allow anyone to disrespect or mislead the institution. She stated, "We cannot allow anyone to undermine the Senate's authority." But Senate President Chiz Escudero surprised many when he refused to sign the contempt order. He cited procedural lapses, stressing that Lacanilao was not afforded due process, and the contempt order lacked the full approval needed to justify his detention. Escudero also emphasized humanitarian grounds, revealing that Lacanilao had just lost his grandfather and was set to attend the burial that day. Escudero said, "The Senate must never be used for personal or partisan agendas. We are not here to provide political mileage or media exposure to anyone, especially not at the expense of constitutional safeguards." That statement struck a nerve. Senator Marcos publicly voiced her disappointment, calling Escudero's move dangerous. She said it weakens the Senate's position in holding officials accountable and may send a signal that the chamber is powerless to act when witnesses refuse to cooperate. But the controversy didn't stop there. DOJ Secretary Boying Remolla joined the conversation and strongly criticized the Senate's actions. He said, "This is no longer just about contempt. It's beginning to feel like bullying. The Senate is overstepping by using its power to intimidate executive officials. There's a proper way to handle disagreements between branches of government." Remolla's remarks echo a growing sentiment that the Senate, especially during election season, has sometimes become a platform for politicians seeking public attention. Several observers have pointed out that high-profile hearings often turn into televised spectacles that serve more to boost the image of senators than to resolve national issues. With the 2025 elections on the horizon, the tension between institutional duty and political maneuvering becomes more pronounced. While some senators claim they are simply pursuing truth and accountability, others question whether the real motive is exposure and electoral advantage. Escudero's refusal to detain Lacanilao has sparked debates about the proper use of Senate powers. Can contempt be used when due process is skipped? Should hearings be protected from becoming political theater? And how should the Senate balance authority with fairness? These questions will likely shape public discourse in the coming weeks. What do you think? Is this a case of upholding justice or masking ambition? Share your thoughts and stay tuned for more discussions here on AngKampanero.